AUKUS members earlier announced that they're considering working with Japan on a range of advanced capabilities projects such as quantum computing, AI and cyber technology. AUKUS was formed in 2021 with an eye to counter China's power in the Indo-Pacific region. Let's talk more about this and bring in Richard Fontaine, CEO at the Centre for New American Security. Richard, thank you very much indeed for your time. Just in the last few minutes, we've heard from the Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, who said that Japan is a natural candidate to cooperate on stage 2 of the AUKUS Security Pact. Does this look then like a done deal? And is the Biden-Kishida meeting in Washington tomorrow going to be the platform for a formal announcement?
Well, they announced, the three, US, UK, and Australia announced that they would basically begin consideration of Japan as a participant in what they call Pillar 2 of AUKUS. That's the so-called advanced capabilities, the ones that you mentioned, AI, quantum computing, and so forth. It sounds like there's a process that they'll have to go through before they identify what specifically the 4 countries will work together on. But I think this is the starting point for that process. I think Japan will be a member of Pillar 2 of AUKUS before too long.
Interesting. Richard, let's get into that process then. Doesn't Pillar 1 have to be fully formed before moving on to Pillar 2? And in terms of the security architecture and what's required, doesn't Australia need to have a full commitment in terms of the nuclear-powered submarines that they need to build for Pillar 1 before they move on to Pillar 2?
No, the 2 pillars aren't sequential. So you have Pillar 1, which is to develop nuclear-propelled submarines, conventionally armed, but nuclear-propelled submarines. Japan won't be part of that pillar. That's US, UK, and Australia. Then you have Pillar 2, which is the advanced capabilities, the high-end technology. And Japan has a lot of those technologies and expertise that it could bring to bear. Pillar 1 is going to take years to come to fruition to actually produce the submarines. It's complicated. It'll take a long time. Pillar 2 is actually going to move faster than Pillar 1 because of the length progress on Pillar 2, including Japan, as soon as, next year or the year after.
US Deputy Secretary of State Kirk Campbell has suggested that Japan needs to do more to introduce better cyber defences. He has said it's fair to say that Japan has taken some of those steps, but not all of them. Is Japan itself ready, Richard, in your opinion, for AUKUS Pillar 2?
It is ready to get started. Japan is different than the so-called Five Eyes, including the US, UK, and Australia, when it comes to the way that we deal with classified information, security clearances, the protection of intellectual property within the government, and so forth. Japan has not put into place all of the kind of safeguards that those members have, and I think that they're going to be moving in that direction. But as I think the Deputy Secretary of State said, they still have a ways to go, both on the cyber front and in terms of the way they protect information inside the government.